The term rideshare is no longer a foreign concept. Not in Nigeria, not in Africa, not in the world at large. The likes of Bolt, Uber, InDrive, these apps are positioned to make life easy for the customer. You don't have to drive if you don't want to. You don't have to be stranded, wherever you are. You don't have to jump down Phobos or Himolu, as the case may be. So you get to point B from point A seamlessly. That is supposed to be the idea, right? When it comes to rideshare, there are three parties involved. There is the rideshare app, there is the driver, and of course there is the customer. The relationship between these three now appears to be mismatched. It's no longer flourishing, if you ask me. These days you would hail a cab and this is what you will hear. The driver would ask you, "Chief, Alpha, how much dey for that app?" They want to know how much the rideshare app has dedicated for that trip. More often than not, they will tell you to cancel the trip because the amount does not favor them. Some of them who need the money would say, "Can we do this offline?" For customers who work with corporate companies, for instance, that require a receipt, it becomes almost hard for them to use that service, because what happens is you will pay the person extra, but you cannot claim it back at your office. I ask myself the questions: do these rideshare companies understand the reality of what's happening in these countries? Because really sometimes you can't blame the drivers. The fuel is expensive to get these days, If there's a strike, it becomes an issue. And then you would see that they would apply discounts. Those discounts clearly do not favor the drivers. I spoke with a driver recently who said that he is going to get off the app as soon as possible. If he would do that, I don't know. Now there's probably the age of the drivers just using the app to find their customers. Once they get the customers, they will tell the customers to pay offline. And for those who have seen a pattern of customers rejecting to pay offline, what they do now is they just accept the ride and they won't move. So you'd be the customer there waiting 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes. The cab is not moving. After a while, you go give yourself brain now, and then you cancel the app. So the old model appears to be dissipating into thin air. My question is, do these companies know what is happening? They collect feedback from their customers. Do they use that feedback? Do they even care, or are they just interested in making money? Do they need to sit down and ask themselves that what is that sweet spot that would be valuable to the company, that would benefit the driver, and then would not leave the customer stranded? Guy man like me, when I was in that place and I found out that they cancelled my trip over and over, or I had to cancel the trip over and over, after the fourth or fifth, was it the fifth one? The sixth one, I used my initiative. So rideshare companies out there, you need to do right by your customers.